Namaste to everyone. Today in the IYR Talks, we will discuss about an incident which is very, very current and which is agitating the minds of a lot of people in India, and the media is also rightfully giving it a lot of attention. It is about an alleged recovery of bundles of cash in the residence of a High Court judge in Delhi. The background everybody knows because it's now there everywhere, and Supreme Court also has acknowledged it. Most important thing is it has acknowledged that there is a need for an inquiry into this and has already uploaded whatever is the information that is received on its website and constituted a committee to look into this. Though the judge, of course, is denying and says that he has been framed. But let's look at a system, because after all, if in any democracy to function well and rule of law is to be implemented, the most important two wings which matter are the police and the judiciary. Police, because they do the investigation, they can frame people if they want, if it does not function properly. Two, at a certain level, the constitutional propriety, legal propriety, then taking care of the freedoms, fundamental rights, life to liberty, other things fall on the judiciary. How is this rot setting in? So this is something on which one has to discuss. Most important thing is the selection process. What should be the selection process? The earlier selection process, where the executive was also involved, was bypassed, and a system of collegium was evolved by themselves, by the Supreme Court judges, right from 1996 onwards, and that is the system which is going on till now. As per this, the transfer of judges between different courts, the elevation of judges from one to the other, selection of judges for the high courts, all this is taken care of by the collegium. And the collegium consists of the Chief Justice and a few of the senior judges of the Supreme Court. So that way it's becoming a very closed institution deciding who should be the judge and who should not be. And that may not be the correct way of going. It is the view that a lot of people are expressing right from the thing this is happening, and more so when some of those judges selected are getting into problems like this, like Ramaswamy, who got into a problem earlier, and other judge also who got into a problem, and could be a number of others which are not coming to the public notice. This collegium system has no constitutional base. It was evolved out of Supreme Court's own judgments. And when the executive tried to modify it in terms of a National Judicial Appointments Commission, where the Prime Minister, the opposition leader, as well as two other eminent persons selected by this committee are to be members of the selection process, including the Supreme Court judge and the next senior most judge. When this was challenged before the Supreme Court struck it down, stating that it is against the basic structure of the Constitution, and continued with the collegium system. So this collegium system, if it is working well and is resulting in the selection of the best, why should these type of things happen, and why should there be scope for public to lose faith in an institution? Just shows that the system has not worked well, and it is time well-meaning people within the judiciary as well as the executive and legislature give a thought to this and reform it, so that we get a better system of selection of judges. After all, in the end, it's the quality of the judges that matters as far as the protection of the life, liberty, freedoms of the individuals are concerned, and also constitutionality of the laws and a check on the executive. That's the most important thing that they perform. We had distinguished judges like Mr. Khanna, who, knowing well that his elevation as the Chief Justice can be in jeopardy yet decided to go against the executive at the time of the Mrs. Gandhi's time and gave the dissenting judgment stating that the fundamental rights, the right to life and liberty, cannot be abrogated even when an emergency has been imposed, because these are freedoms which are there even before the Constitution. This the view has taken, for which he paid a very, very big price and has to resign when juniors to him have been elevated, whereas the other judges with the executive. So that's the quality of judges we had at one time, and I hope, let's hope, a change in the system could get us better quality judges who can really safeguard the freedoms of the individuals. Thank you.